Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to episode 25 of the Tim Tebow dynasty. Today we're 4-1, taking on the 2-3 divisional rivals, Indianapolis Colts. Now, many of you may be asking yourself, what's Andrew Luck still doing on the Colts? Hasn't he retired early and walked away because they couldn't put a good team around him? Well, in his alternate history in Madden, he has not walked away from the game yet, and he's still wasting his career on a garbage Colts team. Coming into the game, we should have a pretty favorable matchup against the Colts defense. They are the second worst team in the league in total yards allowed. They are the worst team in rush yards allowed. And they have allowed the fourth most points so far in this young season.
Takes a receiver in the slot. 3rd and 5, looking to the right side and throwing. Unable to come.
So while this Colts defense is among the league worst, they do have some nice pieces on it. They have strong safety LaRon Landry, an 82 overall. They got some corners with Vontae Davis, who's a 92, Darius Butler, who's an 80, and a rookie named Venton McElroy, who's also an 80 overall. And my offensive line proceeds to give up a sack for a safety. So we're down 2-0 to start. And Andrew Luck proceeded to score another touchdown, making it 9-0. A couple other pieces I forgot to mention on this Colts defense are the 4th overall pick in the 2009 draft, which was linebacker Aaron Curry, who unfortunately was considered a bust, but right now in Madden he's playing pretty well. They also have Anthony Bethea at free safety, who's a 90 overall and is pretty well, and they're missing Robert Mathis at right side linebacker because he's hurt. So they do have pieces on this defense. Coming into the game, my Jaguars offense is leading the league in most yards, pass yards, rush yards, points per game at 39 points. The next closest team is only scoring 31.2 points per game, so I'd say we're doing pretty well. Hopefully we can make up this 9-point deficit, but right now I'm not too worried about it. That interception right there is one thing that frustrates me about Madden. You generally don't see linebackers jumping up like that and catching the ball mid-air like they just did in the game in real life. That's one thing that's real irritating, that they could make catches like that. You generally only see wide receivers do that kind of stuff, but Madden thinks that all NFL players are that athletic that they could just leap into the air and make interceptions. So I guess that was a bad throw by me. One thing I have noticed now that we're in the 6th game of the season, our offensive line has continued to struggle. Our first game and second game were, I guess, flukes, and as the season keeps progressing, our offensive line has continually gotten worse.
This play set up by the long gainer. That catch will extend the drive.
Called the same play back-to-back and went to the same tight end back-to-back. I guess the defense didn't expect it, but it worked. So
Jones Drews, a running back normally, but this time lined up as a receiver in the slot. Touchdown. This game is tight.
all right, so we're down 9-7 in the second quarter. Andrew Luck's offense, I guess, has been stalling. So hopefully we could capitalize here in this shorter field and take the lead.
3 yards short of the first down marker. Offense lines up here. Takes it from the strong eye. Going to be a tackle for a loss.
That time, I got to blame the running back. He made a bad read. His vision was terrible. He makes the wrong decision.
Right now, the commentator is saying that it's the running back's fault for that 3-yard loss. I disagree. If you rewatch that play, it looks like our offensive line just gave up on it and let several guys through.
The quarterback stands alone in the backfield. Tebow's going to take it from the gun. Change of possession coming up.
All right, so I guess I probably should have scrambled there because it was only 4th and inches, and we turned the ball over.
It's a dime look for the defense on this play.
1st and 10.
He's scrambling now, and he hauls it in. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Brings it in. Throws the...
All right, so I've noticed that this Colts defense has been blitzing a lot, which is leaving multiple receivers open. If I could just have enough, that split second to get the ball off. Being able to take advantage of it on this last 2 plays, hopefully we can keep going with that going forward.
And picks up big yards after the catch. We call that yak. Yards after the catch. Nice job.
Tebow standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Good piece of tackling.
All right, so right now I'm asking myself, should I keep going to Zach Meile and see if I could get him Rookie of the Year? It's kind of rare for a receiver to get Rookie of the Year because most of the time those go to quarterbacks. But I have a good feeling about him because he's pretty reliable. He's averaging 5, 6, sometimes more catches a game. And I'm getting him in the end zone quite a bit too. He's a pretty good route runner.
Lewis moved from the tight end position to the slot.
3rd and 7.
Looks to his left. Had it for a moment, but the ball is knocked out, incomplete.
You're near midfield. It's 4th down. What do? I got the answer right here.
All right, the coach wants us to punt here, but I say we go for it. We're pretty good on 4th down. We messed up earlier, but I think we can get this one. We're only at midfield.
Got it in the gun and gets the 1st down. That reception gave them the 1st down, challenging the defenders to the right side, and that tackle made by LaRon Landry.
I don't know what it is about defenses this last couple of weeks, but there's been a lot of penalties in these games, especially compared to last season, where I don't think we had more than 5 against defenses. So maybe the refs are playing us differently and giving us more favorable calls. I don't know.
Looking for an open receiver on the right. Intercepted. No return.
And a bad throw by me in the red zone. Interception by Vontae Davis. Like I mentioned before, he's one of their better defensive players. But bad turnover by me.
They break through. Tackle him behind the line. Last play before the 2-minute warning. And now we
all right, so a new idea I have for starting next game will be anytime that I commit a turnover. Well, anytime I throw an interception, I'm going to call 5 straight run plays, not running by me, but by our running backs. That way, we get more into a rhythm instead of having potentially back-to-back turnovers, but hopefully it keeps our offense more on track this season and potentially limits my turnovers.
Now the question is, how bad is it? You just never know.
All right, so for the game, we're only completing 0 of 3 third down conversions, but right now we're leading the league on 3rd down attempts by completing 52%, which is league best. So hopefully in the second half of this game, we could turn things around. And yes, I know we're deep in our own territory, but I'm going for it on 4th down. I don't like being behind, so I'm trying to change things up, call unexpected plays, and go for it when I shouldn't. A nice monster gain by rookie Zach Meile. Tripped up by his toes at the end, but that could have gone for a touchdown.
Good job that time by the defense making that tackle.
That play will be challenged by the booth upstairs inside of 2 minutes. Well, it was called one way on the field, but now inside of 2 minutes.
All right, so they're saying that he was out of bounds right there where he got tripped up. I don't see how they called that. It looked like he was into me, but I can't challenge anything, even if I was a coach, because it is in the 2-minute warning. So I guess we have to go with it.
Eyeing that left side. The pass complete. The Jaguars now move the chains. They've got a first down now after that catch. He's looking to the right here on this throw. They pounce on him there. And you can see how they fared.
Rookie Zach Meow is definitely my favorite target. I'm going to him the most. When I do go to other receivers, I generally don't always get the completion. I think I have the highest completion percentage with Zach Meow, so I'm going to keep feeding him. I think he's doing great.
Second down, 3 for the first. Maurice Jones-Drew gets it here.
We finally get a nice run by Maurice Jones-Drew, which gets us in the 10-yard line to be able to score. So hopefully we can take advantage of that. Go into halftime 14-9.
They've got him down there. The Jaguars call a timeout and are left now with only one.
I use that timeout because I'm trying to play it safe and give myself enough time, but also don't want to leave any time for them to be able to drive down the field and kick a field goal. So I guess I'm just trying to really play it safe and score here, but also run down the clock. But I'll also save the clock so I don't use all the time and not score.
Catch is made, and the defense will use one of its timeouts right here. A short field goal try on the way. The kick is good.
All right, so we're back in the second half. Nice 10-9 lead. Not the big lead that I normally enjoy, but we got a little bit of work to do in the second half to hopefully cut down on those turnovers and take advantage of the big yards that we get and put us into good field position. So hopefully the second half goes better. So this is our 22nd regular season game, and that was easily Maurice Jones-Drew's biggest run of these 22 games, which is a reason I joined the Jaguars, because I thought I could rely heavily on him, which didn't turn out very well last season, and it's turning out better this season, but hopefully we can get a couple more big plays from him like that. And while this video has no sponsor, the other day I was at Walmart, and I happened to stumble upon something called Nestle Sensations Cinnamon Toast Crunch Cinnamon Milk. It's not a sponsor or an ad. I just thought it was delicious. It's like eating Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but as milk, so you just drink it. It's really good. If you happen to find it yourself, I'd recommend tasting it for yourself. Again, it is called Nestle Sensations Cinnamon Milk.
Shifted from tight end to a receiver in the slot. They spotted at the 42.
Now that you know I'm just one of you, and I also go to Walmart, you might have also noticed that I'm a U.S. Marine. What you may not know is that crayons have different flavors. Did you know that my favorite flavor is the brown chocolate flavor? My least favorite is black licorice. Not really the type of crayon that I want to eat, so I avoid black. You might like it, but I do not. And again, earlier I mentioned that I've been playing a lot of undisciplined defensive lately. The Colts have just picked up another penalty.
That flag gives them a new set of downs. Tebow's back in shotgun formation. In trouble now. Werner makes the tackle. And here's a look at their red zone percentage to this point, which is brought to you by Verizon.
Now is your chance to go down to the comment section and tell me what your favorite flavor of crayon is. Do you also like the brown chocolate ones? Or are you a fan of the yellow lemon flavored? I think they're kind of salty but sour. I'll still eat them. Not my favorite. But does anybody know what the blue flavor is? I can't figure that one out yet.
I am going to gamble that it is a run. If they have the courage to throw it, let them. If they do, of course it'll be a touchdown.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. Tebow's going to take it from the gun. Has it. Touchdown. Wide receivers stacked up on this play. 1st and 10. Stands in the pocket.
2009 4th overall draft pick, Aaron Curry, coming up with his second sack of the game. In real life, he only played about 46 to 48 games. I can't remember the exact number, but he's only in the league for about 5 seasons. And he was overall a general bust. Nobody wanted him anymore. He didn't live up to the hype, but apparently he's been a big problem for me today. Here we are in the 4th quarter with a nice 24-12 lead. Looking to just shut things down and run out this clock. But things don't always go to plan, so stick around till the end.
Offense lines up here.
I've already mentioned it a couple of times in this episode at least, and in previous episodes, but Zach Meow is definitely my favorite receiver. 12 catches, 170 yards. He is a rookie, but he's also a beast.
Wasn't getting hit as he was trying to catch the football. Nice hit that time by the defender.
Takes a receiver in the slot. Brings it into his body. There's the tackle, but still, it's enough for the 1st down.
Golden Tate is supposed to be our top receiver. He's the number 1 on our depth chart, but he doesn't get involved in the game until the 4th quarter.
He'll fire it out to the left. Has the 1st down.
Back-to-back completions with Golden Tate.
They're back at the line after that catch for a 1st down. Caught, and he is brought down at the 39.
Again, the Colts defense continues to blitz. I called the same play 3 times in a row and went to Golden Tate all 3 times. Didn't change anything up. The play continues to work, so I'm going to keep calling it. Hopefully, we score here.
Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
Maurice Jones-Drew gets it here, and that's a big tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Aaron Curry picking up his 7th tackle of the game. Again, he's probably the one that I didn't expect to have a big game. I was expecting LaRon Landry to be a big problem for us, but I guess it's Aaron Curry.
You don't get enough chances as it is, and that one lost yards.
They're down at 7. They'll run it with him again. Good, solid tackle. Short of the 1st.
I previously mentioned that we're leading the league in 3rd down conversion percentage at 52%, but so far today we're 1 for 8, so not really a good game for our offense. Let's just pull out this win.
The kick. Wide receivers are bunched up.
All right, so we got a 5-point lead with less than 2 minutes left. So now we just got to run down this clock and pick up a couple 1st downs, and the game's over.
Immediately call the timeout.
But if you've watched my previous videos, you know that I'm likely to throw an interception here. So stick around and see how this plays out, because we could end up losing this game.
That's what you want to do. Get a 1st down while you're on top and keep that clock moving.
If you're following along with last season, we went 1-1 against the Colts last year, even though they finished with a 5-11, I think, record. Maybe they were 6-10. But we went 1-1 against them. So if we win here, that was a nice start to the season. We'll be up 2-0 on our division. So hopefully we can continue to be dominant over our division.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 5 times today. Really been beat up. They call for the timeout to stop the clock.
A rare occasion for our fullback to get the ball, but he does his job and picks up the first down.
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. Maurice Jones-Drew. Two tight ends. Second down and 9. Back to the ground. He'll be brought down, but not before picking up the first down.
This is easily Maurice Jones-Drew's best game, and I couldn't be happier for him. If you can't tell, this is my happy expression.
Probably why they're going to lose.
Another handoff. They deck him in the backfield. This satisfying defensive replay is brought to you by Snickers. Snickers satisfies.
Well, the play is there to be made, but the offensive player doesn't get it done. Bad job on first down.
Offense lines up here. Out of the shotgun formation. Looking to the right side and throwing. And LaRon Landry brings him down.
LaRon Landry just prevented my big touchdown right there. Kind of upset, but I do love him as a safety.
Challenging the touchdown as we're near the end of this one. Clock hits 0, and this game has come.
And that wraps up episode 25. A nice 34-22 win over our division rivals, the Indianapolis Colts. And I pushed my 5-week streak of AFC Player of the Week to week 6. Again, I was named AFC Player of the Week. We now sit at 5-1, and in our next game, we'll be playing the 3-3 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and check out one of our other videos.
And the talent of the running back put it over the top. He made some people miss, and he picked up big yards.
It's been a game we'll always remember. Jim Nantz, Bill Sibbs, so glad to bring it to you.